What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are doing our watch party and review for none other than Season 2, Episode 3 of The Last of Us. And man, I am so not looking forward to what new ways they find to break our hearts this week. But I am excited to be here with all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen to be able to nerd out on this week's episode of The Last of Us. Last week's episode was absolutely devastating. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've recovered from it yet. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that, man. That last week's episode was tragic. I was just ill prepared. I didn't know that we were going to be doing that. Like I said, man, it was finale worthy. Literally, it was finale worthy. So whatever they got in store for us this time around, I don't think we're ready for that either. Like, just no matter what. I don't know. I don't know what in the world we're in store for this week, but man, I'm so ready, bruh. Beezy, you're a menace, man. Beezy jumped in the chat, said, "You didn't know we were going golfing last week." Of course I didn't know that. I haven't played the games or anything like that, so I've just been strictly learning everything based off of the show. And god damn, they did everything they could to break us, and they did it. I'm broken. I got no issues letting it be known. I am broken off of that, bruh. Not as broken as Joel, obviously, but still. Like, bruh, last week's episode was a banger. I had no idea that's how hard we were going to be going in episode 2. But damn, like we went there. Things have been gone, and bars are set, really. Bars have been set. Like, I thought episode 1 set a pretty good bar. Like, oh man, this is going to be a very emotional, pretty impactful season. But they were like, hold my beer. You don't know how emotional and impactful this is truly about to be, or how emotional and impactful this can actually get. And they really showed us last week that everyone has a lot of bonds, that there's a lot of bonds that have been created in this time gap that we have from the end of season 1 to the beginning of season 2. Well, really in season 2, there's also, we kind of start where we left off from season 1, and then we have the time gap, but still, you know what I mean? Within that time frame that they have given us, there's been so many connections, even just with Joel and his brother being reunited, reunited again, and seeing the way that I can't think of it. What is his brother's name's Tommy, right? Seeing the way him and his wife have also been able to, get closer, and now they have their child, and their child's like walking and I think talking a little bit too. Like, that's all crazy. And to see all of that kind of to see how everyone reacted and just got into it, brother. New Rockstar said it in their breakdown of the video of this episode, but they were basically saying how it contrasts so much with the townsfolk that are in The Walking Dead, right? They think everything is good. They basically get blinded by how good they're living, and then when shit starts going down, when it starts going bad, they fumble. But in this aspect, they succeeded. Like, they just continue to succeed again and again, and I can't believe the way that they were able to do it, man. It was amazing. It was really amazing. And then to see the way that Abby comes into the fray, and the way that her own story is kind of told from a similar perspective of Joel's when we first met him, and what was going on with his wife, with his daughter, I mean, like, that was just, man, bruh. Like, and just to see the way everyone has really traded places. That's it, right? There's a lot of trading places. Abby has now become Joel, and Ellie has now become Abby as well, right? They've now all kind of traded places in these different ways because they're going to be out for blood. They need that revenge and all these other things. It's just a beautiful way that they've constructed this story around revenge and vengeance and the blinding rage that comes with it. It's something that they were also talking about in the making of the episode portion at the end, and it's like, nah, man, like I really feel everything that they've been, all of it. Like I feel that shit when we watch it. It's like, oh no, yeah, I understand entirely where XYZ character is coming from. And sometimes you shouldn't understand where XYZ character is coming from, but you still can because of how human they make everyone. Not just feel, but just they highlight the humanity of people, and that is just what's fantastic. Yeah, that episode was a banger, BZ. It was an absolute banger. Episode 1 was a really good episode, and episode 2 was like, were these supposed to be in the first season? That's how it felt. You know what I mean? It's like, was episode 1 was episodes 1 and 2 supposed to end that first season, bro? Because of how bangerific they are. But nah, man, they're taking their own. They're putting their own structure within this show of, nah, you don't have to wait for these grand scale things to necessarily come at the end of the season. It might happen. Everything is going to happen whenever it happens. And you're just along for the ride. Nothing more, nothing less. You're just here for the ride. So buckle up and experience these things how it happens, right? Life doesn't happen in the structure. So neither should theirs. And I feel that. And I like that. And it's a very interesting way that they've done it. I even said it last week. They made us care about Abby, and we like don't want her to get eaten by all of the zombies or all of the infected. And then once we remember why she's here, and once she gets saved, it's by the very person that she's about to, do absolutely dirty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what really had me tore up, yo. That had me tore up. Can't lie to you. Damn, I meant to shave. I'm itching. But yeah, G. We're probably in for... I literally cannot even begin to imagine what is on the board for us today, you guys. Let's see. Let's see if we have any information about today's episode. Let's go to Serialized. Let's hit up The Last of Us. Season 2. I don't think we have any information for episode 3 on Serialized yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Is this today's episode? Yeah, The Path. Episode 3, The Path. No words about it, though. No words about it? Oh, there's a preview. I wasn't aware. Oh, wait. No. I think I saw this last week. Oh, yeah. This was really heartbreaking. This shit was sad, bro. They had no right doing us dirty like this. This is gonna be a banger episode today, guys. I'm ready.
It's okay. You're in the hospital.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart is already crushing right now. Like, this is about to be crazy today.
The girl with the braid. Abby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Buckle up, ladies and gents. gents and ladies, because it's about to be a crazy episode today. We got about 23 minutes until the new episode of The Last of Us is going to be airing on Max. I hope you guys are ready for it. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions about this show in the comment section down below. Are you hyped about it? Did you enjoy last week's episode? Let me know how you guys are feeling. For episode 3. Let's set some stuff here too. The poll going. For season 2, episode 3. Boom. That's right. Drop all your thoughts, theories, and questions for season 2, episode 3 of The Last of Us. We're about to get into it in no time here, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nothing to it but to get into it, and I am excited to do just that. Episode 2 of The Last of Us was insane, to say the very least, brother. Like, I didn't know what we were going to be getting into. I had no idea that it was going to be so impactful for everyone, but it was. And especially having that, that after the episode view of it, where it's like, oh, hey, these are the things that, we're kind of, this is what we went into this wanting to do, or these are the areas that we were trying to reach. I think every single one of those areas were definitely met. And the people that have, they touched hearts in a crazy way. And I can't even begin to understand, like, how this game was even made. Like, this game had to be insane to be going through these different things with characters, and then like just feel the pain of them realizing, like, oh man, it's too late, like I effed up. Like, damn, that shit's brutal. I did see some discourse around the fact that Abby and her band of merry men, Wolf, WLF, right, that the fact that they did put wait. Dina, they put Dina like to sleep instead of like making her watch or torturing her or beating her up or any of that stuff. Uh, and I'm like, I don't think that's an issue for me. That's not an issue to me that they did that, or they didn't do that to her, like they didn't beat her up or do any crazy shit like that. That's not an issue for me, because it's just sad that she, imagine going to sleep, like, bro, that's just brutal. Like, she just gets put to sleep, and then she wakes up to seeing them, just both of them probably sprawled out on the floor, like, and that had to be a crazy scene to see for everybody just involved, brother. Like, oh, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine it, man. I forgot that was Danny Ramirez as Manny as well. Like, that's Falcon. Falcon is just straight up in this show. It's pretty awesome the way that they've been utilizing like movie actors and like show actors, and like bridging the gaps between both. Like, that's pretty cool to see. I love that, actually. Because there's certain characters, or there's certain actors that you only see in a television show, and you don't really see them in movies usually. I think in Superman, the new Superman movie, Pa Kent is in a lot of television shows, but he's not in too many movies. But in every show that I've ever seen him in, he is such an impactful character, and he really makes you care about him as well. And I think that that's what they're going for with a lot of stuff. I mean, Isabella Merced has been in a ton of different things as well. So I like the way that they're just bridging these gaps. I mean, Pedro Pascal, obviously, but he was also in Game of Thrones, which is a show. Then he went into movies. So it's just really cool to see all of that. Alone is just seeing the crossover that you have from these different characters and these different actors as well. And I think these actors give a wonderful portrayal. And I think there's who else is it? Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright is awesome because he was awesome. He's like in television shows. He's in movies. He does video game voice acting. Like he's in everything. I like Jeffrey Wright a lot. I'm gonna have to like check his discography out. I don't know if that's what you call it with movies. Yo, what's up with the Xander? How you doing, G? Welcome into the chat. Hope you're having a good day today. Episode 3 is gonna be sadder than episode 2. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that. I don't know if I'm prepared. Thunderbolts looks like a good movie. Yo, what's up with the Cuphead? I appreciate you joining us in the chat. Yeah, I have my tickets for Thunderbolts, and I'm definitely going to be there opening day. And then I think maybe on Friday, we'll pull up here and we'll talk about it and just kind of nerd out about it. I think that might be a good vibe. You know what I mean? I think that might be a good time just to do something like that. I gotta take a note of that real quick just so I don't forget. But yeah, man. I am very interested to see Ellie and how Ellie and Tommy are both reacting to this, especially since Tommy now has a son. All of that, and like a wife and a son. I doubt that he'll be able to just kind of leave, especially since he's like on the council as like a faction leader and all this other stuff, like, and then we still have the story of what happened with the therapist's husband and stuff as well. So there's a lot of things that we still need to see, and I'm really interested in how they're gonna do that. I know in the game there's a lot of stuff that they show us and a lot of things that we see that are actually flashbacks, if I'm not mistaken. And I only know that because of reasons, but I haven't played the game, but I know because of reasons there's a lot of things that you experience through flashbacks. And I think that's what we'll see here is us still experiencing us still experiencing things through this the sake of flashbacks, but in just a completely different way. And I'm down for that. And I'm definitely down for seeing Dina and seeing what Dina and Ellie are going to be up to. I don't know why I keep forgetting Ellie's name. It's probably because I keep wanting to say Bella. Mr. Bros, Thunderbolt's Taskmaster, I'm excited to see. She's cool. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Not a big fan of her character, but yeah, she's pretty cool. I gotta say, Black Widow is probably my least favorite movie, but also it's a good movie though. But it's not it's one of those things, man. It's a love-hate relationship. Thunderbolts. Thor: Love and Thunder is probably my least favorite movie ever from ever. But yeah, I am really excited to see more of the Thunderbolts this week. It's gonna be a W movie, and the tickets that I have is for like a fan event. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means, but I got it, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm getting my pizza box. I'm getting my popcorn container and all that stuff. I hope they have some badass stuff this time around. I haven't looked at it, but I hope it's nice. You know what I mean? I hope we got some good things to see. Just like the good things that we're going to see or the sad things we're going to see in tonight's episode. It's probably going to just be bad. I don't want to be heartbroken all over again, I don't. I just don't want to deal with the immense heartbreak. I want to be able to not have to, be broken today. I would like to end this episode and not be a broken man. The whole community is probably going to be rocked from Joel's death, really. I don't see why they wouldn't be. I wonder where the therapist is also going to come into play here again. You know? Like, is she going to talk to Ellie about what she's been through, or is anything like that going to happen? You know? I don't know. I have some questions when it comes to a lot of things, bro. What are they going to do with all those dead infected as well? I don't think we're going to have any time jump here. I don't see that happening. Like another time jump after we just had a time jump is crazy. Just however long she's been in a coma. I don't think it'll be for like years or no shit like that. But we might have to wait for Ellie to be like better when she actually wakes up, you know? Well, not better. She's not going to be better, obviously, but I mean, just not be absolutely broken up. But yeah, we got to see Ellie, how she's dealing with it, how Tommy deals with it, how Dina deals with it. I never really thought about going and seeing what Abby and them are doing also. I never thought about that. That never really crossed my mind. But that would be a cool thing to see as well. Is like maybe them get back to where they're at. I guess I could see a little time jump. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like how we did it in episode 1, you know? You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. Captain America Brave New World. I'm waiting to hit Disney Plus. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I like that film, and I can see that Red Hulk scene. Yeah, that movie, that's a good movie. Oh, I liked it. I like that movie. I'm not going to lie. It could have been better, but that's a good one still. Because it's like, oh, what's the scale? It's bad. Well, it's great, good, okay, bad, terrible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that movie was good. At least, at the very least, it was better than okay. A couple of things I would like for them to do different. I still see you're enjoying your popcorn of Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, Red Hulk. Yeah, yep. I've been to a couple other movies since this movie, but they have not put out another thing yet. So yeah, I just realized that this is made in China. Bro. Oh, buddy. Oh, baby. But yeah, we got about 9 minutes left until this new episode is about to be dropping. And to say that I'm excited would be a understatement, bruv. I think we're in for a really good episode today. 9 minutes. I really don't know who. I really don't know where we go next. But like I said, I could see us going to the WLF and seeing some stuff from their point of view for a little while. I think that would be cool. My guy Joel's already dead, and they talking about that we have. I think there's still a season 3. If I'm not mistaken, there's supposed to be a season 3 of The Last of Us coming out as well. Well, I mean, just period. They said that You know, The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2 was going to be split up into 2 seasons. So we don't even get the whole second game as the entirety of season 2. The second game is going to be part 2, I mean, season 2 and season 3, and then they're still also talking about possibly doing a season 4 that would just be in all new territory that would be nothing to do with the game basically, and all that. So all of that is crazy. I can't even believe that alone. Like, it's like, damn, they're really going that extra mile. Joel Actor left the show for the Fantastic Four film, I think. Well, apparently Joel also bites the bullet in the games as well, or the golf club, I should say, in the game as well. But yeah, he is definitely going for that, and the plethora of other movies and that he's in. You know what I mean? Like, as Pedro Pascal was in what? Let me think. Gladiator 2, this, The Mandalorian, Fantastic Four. I feel like there's another one that I'm missing. Oh, The Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie. So the show and the movie, like, Pedro Pascal is everywhere, bruh. And that's literally crazy. It is just so crazy that we have all of these different things going on, man. Like, to say that I'm excited is a pretty big understatement. Ooh. Yo, BZ, maybe we can talk about Thunderbolts this Friday since I know we're both seeing that shit on Thursday. Right, that would be a W thing to do for that episode. That would be a W comeback. Right, bro? I think that would be a cool way to start it back up, man. Just be like, hey, all right, let's talk about it and just kind of go over it. You feel me? I think that would be super dope. Make sure you get it. Make sure you got your webcam ready, G. Make sure you got your webcam ready. We're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about it. I heard he's doing a Wedding Singer remake with Joel Actor and Chris Evans. Pedro Pascal and Chris Evans and a Wedding Singer remake? That's insane. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. That sounds wild. That actually sounds so cool too, though. At the same time, everywhere, yo, this dude Pedro Pascal, bruh, is a hard working man. And I think it's also crazy because a lot of the stuff that he's been in is like quote unquote blockbuster. You know, it's not like he's getting. It's not like he's just in a lot of roles and random things. Like, nah, bro is in blockbuster roles back to back to back. Bro, Pedro Pascal is in The Last of Us, The Mandalorian, Gladiator 2, The Wild Robot. I forgot all about that. I don't know what The Uninvited is. I'm not gonna lie. Don't know what Drive Away Dolls is either. Don't know what Freaky Tales is. Don't know what Strange Way of Life is either, or The Bubble. And then The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. So he's been in hella movies. There's, what is that? 5 movies, I guess, on here that I haven't seen, but that he came out with that he was in the last 5 years, basically. All those movies that I just said were from the last 5 years. And then bro's about to be in the Fantastic Four: First Steps, Avengers: Doomsday, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, what? Generational run. Not gonna lie. Generational run. Damn, I'm gonna need some more water. All right, chat. We got T-minus 2 minutes until this new episode drops. So that means it's time to hydrate. It's time to get some snack aids and also empty out your bladder. All right. So if you don't have any snacks, if you ain't got nothing to crunch on, I got just the thing for you before we get into this episode.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
All right, chat. It is time. Without further ado, I'm ready to get into it, and I hope you are as well. We are about to get into the next episode of The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 3. It's available. Well, it should be available. Let me not say it's available before I know. Yep, it is now available. Damn, excuse me. I just saw it. I am pumped, yo. Lord. Excuse me. It's time to get into the 3rd episode of Season 2 of The Last of Us. I'm so excited, man. The Last of Us has been a fantastic show so far, and I am really nervous to see which way they break our hearts in a dastardly fashion this week, okay? So on 3, we're going to press play and enjoy this episode together. It is 57 minutes long, and there's not a title here, but the title is The Path. Let's get it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. We're skipping that. This is insane. Give me your hand! Give me your hand! Woo!
I've been in a militia for 5 years now. Our commander trained us to follow a code. We don't kill people.
Yo, what's up with the facade? Yeah, it's go time.
I am going to kill you.
I saved your life.
What life? There are some things everyone agrees are just
bro, the bloater just looks just atrocious, bro.
wrong.
Literally makes my skin crawl, bro. Ah!
Get up. I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna die. You're all
Look at Falcon.
fucking die.
Damn, bruh. Crazy. Here we go. Damn. Bruh. Oh, nah. That's sad as hell. Damn. Bruh. Oh, this is a... Damn. Oh, they got a functioning hospital. I wasn't ready for that. Damn. Oh. Oh, bruh. She has the most gut-wrenching scream, and like you feel that scream, bro. Like you feel that pain for real. Beautiful intro. Crazy opening scene. Like that place is functioning quite well to have like doctors and nurses and they're literally taking care of all of the wounded. It's over. It's packed for sure, but damn, that's crazy. I wonder if that body, that face that it makes is actually Joel's. That's crazy. Crazy, bro. This game. Is it just going to be one person now instead of two? That'll be wild if it does that. It is just one. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Ah, Munches. Oh, they fortifying that shit. 3 months later, I was right. We do get a time jump, bruv. Just like the first episode. Crazy. I was not expecting that, but but I just didn't think it was gonna happen. Bro said, I'm strong as shit. I got you. Like, you know, they got a whole doctor's office and shit, too. This is crazy. Oh, it's about to be the therapist lady. Damn. So wait, has she been in the hospital this whole time? Hey, welcome to the Super Fam. I appreciate you, Rod Eye. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. How are we feeling so far, fam? Let's get a temp check. Damn. Damn. They got little name and branded. What? They had a whole mailbox with his name on the side of it. What the hell? This community is. Okay, so Ellie has been in the hospital for the last 3 months. I mean, this is her first time being home since the event. That's actually crazy. So she ain't been in a coma, but she was bedridden, hospitalized. Oh, damn. Was that her room before she moved out? Oh, bud was woodworking. Oh. I think that's the gun and stuff. Oh, shout out to Tommy, bro. That's a badass gun too. My favorite type of gun, baby. I love me some revolvers. I can't lie. Damn. Damn. Damn, I'm trying so hard not to show her weakness in front of anybody. So sad, bro. Damn, I want some cookies. Oh shit. Did she? Oh, damn, that's true. Then you, yeah, then you know exactly where to go. Oh, not the I love. Oh, damn. Yeah, does she have like parents? Ooh. Oh, that's right. Eugene was a firefly. Damn. That is so sad. For real, like, what do we do now? Damn. Damn. Oh shit. We love you, Uncle Tommy. Isabella Merced Loki looks like Aman Vellani. Bruh, Ellie say be saying some badass one-liners. Who the hell is this guy? Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh. Damn. What? Bro got put on the council? Is crazy. That's a good ass point. People don't vote for angry. I mean, yeah, you're right, but not all the people that died from infected. They didn't die from people murder from straight murder, my guy. Man. All right, shout out to my thank you. Hey, the old blood be tripping. Bunch of goddamn victims is diabolical. Hey, I'm ready to go. There's a fire lit in me. Woo! Let's go, bruh. I'm suiting up right now. Hey, that was beautiful. I know these motherfuckers trying to get me to tears, but it ain't about to happen today. Everybody was like, damn. Execute them. Hey, we voting publicly too. Hey, this is crazy. I like that actually. Is this communism? Chat, is this communism? Are we communists? No, I'm just playing. I know we aren't. I'm just. Oh, they even got a notary. Goddamn, Amy Beth is crazy. Oh shit. Oh. 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 So literally, Tommy, his wife, and our guy are the only ones that voted for it to be yes, and everyone voted no. So she's going anyway. Are they playing baseball? That's so cool. She drunk as a skunk. They're playing T-ball. Get your ass up, Nine. Get your ass up. This is awesome. This is a good episode, chat. I want a beer. I forgot shrinks are supposed to see shrinks. Hey, let's go. My legs are had to stand up, chat. Oh yeah, she is. Damn. Damn. Started cramp. My legs started cramping or something. Hey, ain't that the truth? My leg started cramping, I got a whole, maybe a muscle spasm. Thank you very much. She said, "Do you have any medical supplies?" Captain Wyoming. Damn. Shout out to the old dude. Damn, that shit looks nice too. You sure it was friendly? It's crazy. I like every character in this show hands down. I don't know about you guys, but there is not one character that I don't like. Literally, bro. I mean, other than the ones that you're not supposed to like, but I mean, every character is well constructed. Even the dude that was dropping the homophobic slurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, even he's a good character. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Come on, son. I was wondering why he was limping. I was like, was he limping before? But nah, he caught friendly fire. Bruh, come on. They did it, man. Damn. Damn. Beloved brother and father. Not just to Sarah, but also to Ellie. Oh, are those coffee grounds, yo? Or coffee beans? They trying to get me. Woo! They trying to get me. I ain't going out. I ain't going out. God damn it. Pour one up for Joel. Pulling up patrol. Oh, are we about to speed travel this? Hey. Well, good night. He does be seeming sad. I agree. Oh, that's intense. Hmm. Oh shit! They're all dead. Yo, she really got the two pistols on both sides, the long gun. Like Ellie is out there to. Ellie is out there to. Damn. 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 Yeah, they gotta die, die, die. Unless these people are like secretly psychopaths. But I can't see why they would kill the little girl, but it definitely seemed like they just kidnapped the little girl at first. That's what I thought had happened. And then they also cut the little girl's face, and that's not okay either. So, but I guess you can't kill them all for that. Damn, I just realized it's been 5 more years from when we actually started this show, so damn. But isn't it an interesting fact that gas actually lasts like dumbass long for some weird reason? I don't know the reason. I'm not a goddamn chemist, scientist, physicist. I'm mad nervous for Dina. Like, I ain't seen Dina do not a goddamn gangster thing or even a survivor thing, you know? Well, I guess you did take out those, excuse me. She took out those infected. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh, I get it. I was gonna say, why did it do that? What the shit is that? Oh, they got Humvees with automated turrets on them. Well, not automated, with turrets on them bitches. Okay, 2 Humvees. 3. Oh, shit. Oh, buddy. There's a lot of them. I'm in danger. Is that how we end? Wow. That's how we end. Whoa. That was a good episode, chat. That was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. Lot of heartbreak there, yo. Lot of heartbreak, lot of sadness going on, of course, with everything that we've already seen within the last episode. I think we actually did a good job of capitalizing on that. We actually did do a little bit of a time jump like I was kind of expecting. Kind of surprised that we got that little bit of a time jump there. But also I like that we got it because it does allow us to, you know, get a little bit further in the entirety of the, not just the show, but you know, with the events that have happened, let things die down, let things cool down. I love this episode for a lot of reasons. I think this episode allowed a lot of characters to be highlighted and to really show out, for lack of better words. Even the quote unquote bigoted character that we see before dropping slurs now shows that he's down to ride more than anybody else. So I really like that, yo. All right, let's check out this. This is the next week episode that we're gonna see. All right, let's get it cracking here.
You Isaac?
Oh shit! Yo, Jeffrey Wright is an amazing actor. Oh! Oh, cause she seen her. Oh, does she get bit? And she sees her get bit, and she's like, "Yo, you gotta go."
Ellie is in pain. We understand she's in physical pain because
Yeah,
she was
a lot of
really
pain.
hurt. But more than that, it's quite clear she hasn't left that room in a way. She is still on the floor watching it happen.
I love episode 3. It does something that we just couldn't do in the game. In the game, after Joel dies, because the mechanics of the game are very action-oriented, the mourning period is relatively short. And here we could take almost an entire episode and really feel the loss of this character. There's this really beautiful scene where Tommy comes in and he has to clean up his brother's body.
I've thought about that scene quite a bit. You know, I call it the one-man wake. It was definitely a very long night shooting that scene.
Pedro and Gabe are kind of like brothers, and you could see how much they love each other, and in a way it's like one character saying goodbye to his brother, but also another actor saying goodbye to someone that's really close to them.
Damn, that's crazy.
There aren't many shows where you would build an entire house for a character who's just died. Because normally that would be one of the hero sets and it'd be filmed relentlessly. The exterior had been seen and the interior had not.
Yeah, very
And we
true.
needed it because Ellie has to make a very moving, emotional journey through that house to kind of do her grieving in private.
Ellie's headspace at the beginning of episode 3 is dark. It's like the stages of grief, right? I think she's so broken and numb and then becomes incredibly angry. Shooting the scenes in Joel's house were sad, really sad. There's a couple of takes where I really cried into his jacket.
I was operating that shot and I was crying with her because it was so strong.
Yo, that's so
Uncomfortably close is
dope.
one of my
Hey, welcome to the
constant
Superfam
words.
Coffee.
Being uncomfortably close to people so that their pain is so much more powerful.
So the entire town of Jackson suffered. I have a problem sometimes in television shows where a character we care about loses someone in a battle where a lot of people lose people.
Yeah.
And those people matter too.
Yeah, that's very true.
Part of the point of the story is the rebuild, and they're beginning that process. You know, rebuild, restructure, do it stronger, do it better.
I think losing Joel, it triggers a lot of emotions among the community. It's one thing to be barricaded and protected, but then when one of your own gets killed by an outsider, it strikes a nerve. And that is an impetus for some.
Yeah,
great
it's not like they
changes going
just
forward.
they had to fight the infected, but it's the people too.
We are recovering as a community. We have to move forward.
Damn.
And there's a town hall meeting, which is something that Neil and I thought would be an interesting addition to the way the plot unfolds in the game, to give everyone a chance to comment on how this ought to go. And there are two very particular points of view that are articulated here. One is the forgive and forget, and the other comes from a very unexpected person, Seth.
They came
Yeah.
into our house. They took one of ours.
We saw him be a bigot towards Ellie and Dina on episode 1.
Facts. But
And
now
here
he's the
he
only
is
one that's
that
on.
is standing
Yeah.
up to help Ellie.
Yeah, beautiful,
And
bro.
you might not think that'd be the case, but people are complicated. And a guy
People
that's
are
bigoted in one moment can
complicated,
still
yo.
love Ellie and has still loves Joel and knows what happened to Joel was wrong.
Yo, that is so true. It's just so hard
So
to.
Ellie
Yeah.
has to come to the council and convince them all. She is very calculated about how she does it.
And we see Ellie, despite her instinct, try to slow things down because she just wants to say, fuck all of them. I want to
Yeah.
pursue them to the ends of the earth and I want to make them pay. But she can't say that because that's not going to win her argument. She's trying to make the case that this is what's right for this community.
Yo, the way that
This is what
Isabella was
justice
looking
would
at her,
look like.
I knew she was gonna be ROD from then on.
She's trying to appeal to Maria, who used to be a prosecutor, and she's saying things that sound right, but not necessarily that she believes in.
Yeah.
When I first read that, I would think that Maria would say no. And then Craig gave me a little hint. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, nah, she said yes. She said absolutely. This is not necessarily for Joel. This is for us.
Yeah, this is
Do what it takes. To
this
see
is
that
the new
justice is
form
done.
of justice. Like, yeah, we're in a
Not
new
for you.
era now.
Not even for Joel.
For us. I love that.
Asking you, please, do it for us.
This is for sure a multiple camera situation. We had 4 cameras working. It's
Damn.
not only about getting coverage, it's also to get as much fresh.
Yeah, because you can
performance
see so
from
many other
all the
people too,
actors
which
as
is
you can.
crazy.
It was
right.
massive.
Like
it was six
that's
and a half
such good
pages, I
point.
think, which we shot all in one day. It was just so much more powerful because you haven't got to go again and again and again for a single camera to be in all of those different places.
For me, as I was doing that speech, there were times when I really got into it. She starts to sort of believe herself. It's still emotional,
Yeah.
like the weight of it is still there.
Bella can read things like nobody else. As they say,
Bella's
you watch
a-
Bella Ramsey
she is
read
a
a
really
phone book,
good actor,
and I would be
yo.
intrigued.
She's a really good actor. Like Bella's, we gonna see Bella in hella
The
shit
result of the
coming up,
council
bro. Cause she's
isn't,
just
like,
awesome.
The highest stake ever because she knows. She's already decided that she's gonna go after whoever killed Joel.
Ellie's picking up Joel's gun, which should symbolize to our viewers what Ellie wants to do.
The problem for Ellie is, just because you want something like that doesn't mean you can get it. And that is where she's gonna need an ally. And in fact, the ally is the person that was there the whole time, Dina.
Dina's role for Ellie is vital because it kind of acts as a balancing part of it, or at least a voice of reason. Is there another way, or should we be thinking this differently? If it hadn't been for Dina, this episode would have been very short.
Yeah, that's
She
very
would have
true.
just packed her stuff and gone and not had enough stuff. But because of Dina, she's got everything she needs.
Dina's a ride or die. I was just like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. Like, of course, Dina would then plan it out and have like a whole map situation, everything. She supports.
It's like, of
Ellie
course she
through and
does.
through.
There's a lovely line where Dina says to Ellie, I loved him as well, you know. It wasn't just you. And
Oh,
that,
yeah,
again, is
so
another great moment
powerful.
for Dina, where
So
suddenly see some
powerful.
breaks going on a little bit, and an understanding in Ellie, which is easy to overlook.
For the first time, we get a glimpse of Seattle, and we meet these people that we don't know from
Yeah.
our story here in the show. They appear to be religious in nature. They talk
Facts.
about somebody called the Prophet. They seem peaceful. In fact, they are fleeing a war. And who do we meet leading this small procession? A father and his little girl.
Oh, so that
Season
was
2 is an extension of some of the stuff we've seen in season 1, which like different kinds of communities and what they had to go through to survive.
That's so
And now we get to see
sad.
this other group that survived through religion.
Prophet isn't magic. They're just people that see truths hidden from others and share that truth no matter what the cost.
To the people on the outside, they might appear as a cult. For them, they have certain values and certain beliefs that have kept them alive.
So it was with our prophet.
Dina and Ellie discover the aftermath of what happened with those Seraphites. And what Ellie sees is a massacre. So there is a cycle of violence out here that's going on. We just don't understand what it is. But Ellie's feeling is, if it's the WLF, the people that Abby's associated with, then they really are the truest monsters of them all.
Man.
And they need to find them and
But we
punish them
also don't
for
know
reasons beyond simply Joel.
Let's go.
Ellie and Dina set forth on this journey. We get the sense right away that Ellie's force of spirit will be what drives everything forward, but it is Dina's thoughtfulness and intelligence and prudence that will keep them both alive.
Yeah.
Here also
It takes two.
on their path is a sense that their friendship is maybe more than friendship. Ellie's trying to figure it out. On the one hand, Dina sort of says it's not, and on the other hand, kind of says maybe it is. Hard to tell.
You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Want to know if I'm any good at it. 1 to 10.
Curious? Like, by
You're
curious?
6. That's not bad. That sucks. For the record, I don't believe you.
Isabella and Bella were together a lot, and we were really just seeing the beginning of that.
Wow,
There's a lot
Isabella
of
and Bella,
scenes where we're
crazy.
just finding our way. They are finding their way.
But the two of them now are our pair. We are a show where two people a lot of times are alone.
Damn.
Getting from one place to another, and now our two people are Dina and Ellie. And on the way, one of my favorite scenes in the show is where they stop to just look
yo, and
at
she
Joel's
drops those
grave.
coffee beans, yo. Oh, bro.
Characters grieve him, but I wanted us to be able to grieve him too.
For
To
real.
almost let myself go to a funeral for a moment before allowing these characters to then progress to their final destination.
I think when Ellie loses Joel, she really becomes him, steps into his shoes.
Yep.
He
Like I was saying at the
her
beginning,
hero
we're in
and her
we're
role
in the
model, despite
process of
everything.
trading places.
It's basically like the equivalent of losing a father. It's losing the only person she ever had, the closest thing to family that she ever knew. It's like losing her entire world. And so in that, I think she becomes him.
Yeah, for real.
It's lovely little things like Ellie puts the gun across her arms like Joel used to do. And having her at the front of the horse, not the back. All these little visual things that you're like, wow,
Yeah.
just seeing it and seeing this new way of the show being alive. This is us taking on a new journey.
Yo!
She's so focused,
What
but the
a
world is getting
banger
bigger
episode.
and bigger and bigger and bigger. The whole show, it's about why we survive. Not just that we survive, but why we're doing it. What are we doing it for? Who are we doing it for?
And at last they arrive in Seattle. It's oddly peaceful and oddly beautiful. So maybe this will be easy.
Damn, brother! What an episode! For real, what an episode. They did the damn thing with season 2, episode 3 of The Last of Us. I had such a good time with it, and man, I am really excited to see where all of these characters are, you know, taking on this journey, on this story. They did a wonderful job being able to cover so much in this episode, that, like, again, that time jump was really needed, I think, in a way, so we could, you know, kind of move past a lot of these decisions, a lot of these things that have happened, but also be able to still feel the ramifications of the actions that have passed. So I appreciate it for that fact, for sure. And it was just so heavy to be able to watch these characters interact with each other. And I love the way that we even started this episode with seeing one person be created in that intro, in that opening, instead of two people, right? Usually with all those mushrooms in the stocks, we saw two, but this episode we saw one, because now it is just Ellie. She's on her own. She's now in the mud with herself, but she also now has Dina. So I'm really interested in to see if next week we do see Dina and Bella as the two people in the intro instead, with one of those mushroom stalks being shorter than the other one, or the same size instead of one being super taller. There's just so many subtle acts of symbolism within this show, and I appreciate every single one of them. I really do. And next week is going to be yet another amazing episode. I already know. Like, I'm ready for it completely. I had a fantastic time with this one. Even though I know it wasn't fully action-packed, like I'm pretty sure some people might have issues with, I'm okay with it. You know, I'm not opposed to having episodes where we strictly build through character development and narrative. I think storytelling is one of the best parts of shows. Action and visuals and all of that comes next, right? Storytelling is the thing that should be the best, and I think that they're definitely crafting a masterful story with this. The story is something that I can really get behind, and I love being able to see how justice, vengeance, revenge, all of these different acts can be intertwined within one another, and how some of them can be overbearing on the other one and cause a certain act of unreliance in a way, right? It's very unreliable of what each of these acts can mean. There's such a thin line between what justice is and what vengeance is and revenge and all of these other terms that intermingle with each other. It's so easy to get lost in that conversation. But I like the way that this show is able to peel back every single layer and allow us to really focus in on what it is that we're trying to do. And I think everyone that watches this show, like most shows and most things, they're able to be interpreted differently. But I feel like this show does such a good job of allowing us as the viewer to really be in the place of what if this did happen, or what if this was a thing, right? Like, on one hand, we root for Joel as he mows down people to save Ellie, but then as we see what those actions what those actions brought forth with the other character on the other end of it who lost her dad, and then how it caused her to in her own way become Joel, and now we see Bella also become Joel. It's really powerful, man, and I like that shit a lot. Like I like that shit. Vengeance begets vengeance. I think that's what the phrase is, and it's very apparent. And I think that being able to put this mirror in front of these characters also is able to allow us to reflect on who we are as a people and a society. And I think that's something that they probably were really going for when it comes to The Last of Us, being able to interpret it not just in the game but also in the show. And having the creator of the game also working on this show does tremendous things. Of course, in the game you can do things like have nothing but nonstop action in every single part of the game. I think that's the point of it. But like they said in the making of this show, it's like being able to take this episode to really grieve and feel the ramifications of the loss of Joel, not just for Ellie, but everyone else that was connected to him in whatever the way they were. Powerful episode, bro. Powerful episode, and what a powerful way to end it. So I definitely appreciate it, and I can't wait for next week. I hope to see you guys on the next watch party that we do for this, because it's going to be happening very soon. And yeah, this was beautiful. This was a beautifully constructed episode. RIP to that man Joel, and I am so excited to see where the rest of this season can go. So let me know all of your guys' thoughts, theories, and questions in the comment section down below about The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. Damn, chat. Damn. Like, damn, that was crazy. They really weren't playing no games with us today. Interesting. Fine. Damn, what a show, yo. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Did it start yet? Bro, it already ended. It already ended, Thunder. We already finished that thing. Episode had no action. Episode doesn't need action to be good. Super sad. Yo, what's up with the cute John the cutie is crazy. What's up with the John? How you doing? Justo, what's up with the Just? How you doing? Dina just becomes more likable each episode. Love the dynamic between her and Ellie. I agree. Their dynamic is really good. It's a really good dynamic to be able to see between them just doing their own thing. This show is just, you know, like it's just like, man. Sad to see Joel gone, man. But I I am so excited with what the rest of this show brings for this future, yo. All right. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in on this episode of Marvel Bros, where we were doing our watch party and review for The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. We will be back next week for Episode 4. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and all that good stuff so you can be here for our next watch party and review. We are also going to be doing another watch party this week for Andor Season 2, Act 2, or Arc 2. This is going to be episodes 4, 5, and 6 that are going to be coming at us on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. So I hope to see you guys there. I enjoyed those first 3 episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed those first 3 episodes as well. And yeah, man, we're ain't nothing to it but to do it. So I hope to see you guys then. So let me know how you guys are feeling in the comment section down below about this show, all the other shows that we're checking out and watching. And if you want me to watch anything else, play anything else, check out anything, let me know in the comment section down below. Probably when we're done with this season of Last of Us, I might start doing a playthrough for the game as well. So if you want to see anything like that or all stuff like that, just drop a subwhiskalapa, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. With all that being said, I hope each of you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent Superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.